Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your new moon in Gemini reading for June 17th and 18th, depending on where you are in the world. New moons bring in new cycles, so you're starting a new cycle here. And it's always advised not to begin too much during a new cycle, wait it out for a few days. But of course, sometimes we're not able to do that. Your theme for the next 2 weeks is the Hanged Man. This card says maybe, gives you a maybe answer. You have reflection, sacrifice, perspective, and enlightenment here. The hangman for me is very much if you wait and you wait with faith, you usually get what you want, but things are probably not in your hands at the moment. There may be some things that are out of your hands or, particular situations that you'd like to be in control of, but maybe are not. And with a maybe answer, things could kind of be in a state of flux. So you can't get a handle on something that's kind of moving too quickly or isn't settled enough to grab. It is associated with the element of water, and so there's an emotional energy related to this card. Okay, let's see what's going on with you and how that relates to you in the coming 2 weeks. You have the Five of Pentacles. These are challenges that we face together. So there can be somebody around you who's having some financial difficulties or some physical difficulties. Five is an unstable card, which pushes us to find balance. So you may be trying to help somebody to find balance around you. You yourself may be feeling a little bit physically out of sorts or even financially out of sorts, but let's see. Since this position is you and how you deal with the situation, this is just something that you are, a cycle that you are beginning right now. Yeah, the Devil card, okay. So these can be actual addictions to people, places, substances. It's things that we are attached to that we find difficult to let go of, even though they are not good for us. But there's just something about it that keeps us coming back. But you may see the difficulty that comes along with it because the devil shows you his entire hand. So I forgot to do this. Have to cover up their cartoon bits and pieces. In a way, the devil does us a favor, right? In a way, he shows us what it is that we need to release. And that is what the things that are not going well for us, the things that are not good for us, they're detrimental to our health, our finances, our life, our love, whatever. And it's time to let it go with the devil card. Or it'll just keep aggravating you. Okay, with that you have the Six of Cups. These are friendships, people from the past. You're a giver, and funny enough, this is the Sun in Scorpio card. So this is all Scorpio, the Six of Cups. It is dealing with something from the past, though. Maybe your past life or past friendships. This is my platonic relationship card. A lot of people say this is a relationship card, and it is, but it's platonic. They're young, right? But these are things from the past that could come forward again that we have to kind of deal with. So that's going to be something we're dealing with here, whether that's an old injury, right, or old financial situations that we need to get a handle on, or old addictions. But it seems like something will be offered because this is a very nice, it's a very sweet, like sharing is caring card. And you have the Four of Wands here, which is people and places that suit you. This is a rite of passage. So whatever it is that you're letting go of is pretty big. It marks a rite of passage for you. It marks a big thing in your life that most people have to go through, and it seems to me like you do it with flying colors. This can also be celebrations of some sort. It's people that think like you and act like you, and it's a very kind energy. And it can even be the marketplace, especially where finances are concerned, right? Maybe you get to find out where you're best suited, and or you find yourself in the right place with the right people. It's very possible in past work situations you had difficulty with people, and it seems to me like you found something that has changed, that leaves you feeling a little more grounded. You can relate well to these people. It may be somebody that, friendships from the past that introduce you to this group, or something from the past that brings this group around. But it's quite nice with the Four of Wands, something to celebrate. Seven of Pentacles. So we've made a bit of a leap here. That's good. We went from 5 to 7 towards the end of the 2 weeks. But the Seven of Pentacles is, for me, a bit like editing a situation. Like, you can look back on it and see what it is that you need to change, want to change. Would you do the same thing going forward? How would you do it differently? It is persevering, but it's also with an eye towards editing. So there's a very reflective energy with the Seven of Pentacles, and looking back on the situation. And again, there's the past. He's actually looking back towards the past here. So looking maybe how far you've come and what you have done to deal with the devil, right? To deal with those things that we felt like we couldn't handle, and really kind of being happy with ourselves about how far we've come, and maybe already have reached this rite of passage with that Seven of Pentacles. But that's going to be closer to probably the latter part of the 2 weeks, where you can really look back and be like, wow, I did something really great, and I'm really happy, and I have emotional fulfillment because of it. And with that 10, we can actually level up. We can end a cycle while beginning a new one simultaneously, on a better foot, on a higher emotional expanse, right? Sorry, I needed some water. Okay, so the Ten of Cups is having faith. It's emotional happiness. It's what you receive from having faith, right? A happy home, happy family, emotional bliss. Life is good. I think it kind of just comes down to life is good. Sometimes you just have those moments where you're like, I'm satisfied. But again, you've reached a plateau with the Ten of Cups, and now you're on to the next level. So a new cycle of emotional energy. But this is this is like a person or a couple or a family that has matured. The Three of Pentacles is cooperative efforts. It's like an apprenticeship card. And so there can be, maybe at the beginning you were learning something, and by the end you've mastered it, or maybe come to very close to mastering it. That's possible here. But the Three of Pentacles in this instance for me is very much like necessity is the mother of invention. Creative solutions can come up just at the moment that you need them, when the Three of Pentacles appears. So it looks like whatever difficulty that you're going through, there's this kind of spark, or, this enlightenment, this sort of like, oh, I get it, I understand it, let's try this. And it works out perfectly. So this can be collaborative. And remember, these are situations or challenges that we go through together. So again, we have this collaborative effort going on here as well. It's funny because with this one we have two people who are having difficulty, and then once the third person is involved, there can be a creative solution. And very often this card really means like there are places for you to get help. There is someone out there that can help you. You just have to kind of look for it. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this. It's almost like you can find who you're looking for to help the situation, or, you know, that missing piece of the puzzle. It does feel to me like it comes in through a third party, though. Another 3. All right. These are allies. So, yeah, maybe it was somebody from the past, but these are allies, people who can help you. Maybe it's taking a course, a workshop, a class, getting help from somebody else. But this is very much about doing something to kind of give you that edge, looking out for allies and people that can help you to get that edge, so that you can be the 4 of Wands, right? And get that rite of passage, graduate, hit the mark, if you will. All right. And you have the 6 of Wands here, which is a victory. Really nice. These are good. Starting out rough here, but by the end of the cycle, you're looking pretty good. You can, again, I have the 6, right? So this is a victory card. It is victory in group situations, so I really do feel like there's group effort going on here. And here as well, because we're looking at allies and people from the past that come forward again, or situations, but I really do feel like there's a group dynamic going on here. You can take a victory lap with that 6 of Wands, but you know that there's more to go. Like, you haven't landed quite in the place that you want to be, but you've definitely hit some kind of pinnacle or mark of that you're going in the right direction. Domicile comes up here for me, so I don't know if you're looking for a new home, you're doing repairs to a home, maybe something in the home breaks down, but home, and you know, you have the 10 of Cups here, so maybe there's a home situation, something that has to do with home. What does Spirit want you to know? The Sun. I love this card in this particular deck. I think it's wonderful. All right, so it's a rebirth. Plain and simple. I can see that here, coming from the Devil to the 10 of Cups. It's a rebirth. It's energy that maybe you didn't have prior to this, or you were feeling a little down or unwell here, right? Kind of maybe being burdened by a lot of things. But the Sun is rejuvenating, and it brings back, it's like a rebirth. It is feeling social, and it's being out, feeling talkative and chatty and in a good spirits, and enjoying the weather, enjoying the sunshine, sociability. It's a really nice card. Nothing can diminish the energy of the Sun. It gives life, right? So there you go. That's very nice, I think, Scorpio. Starting off rough, but ending with victory and faith in yourself and the future once more. Life is good. Well done. Well done. Thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful. Short and sweet, I think, but I will be back in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. I do dailies, and romantic readings are coming out every once in a while, as often as I can get them out. So I did have a request for them. I'm going to do them. Thank you for listening. Take good care. Talk to you in 2 weeks. Bye.